Joining us now for a reality check on this situation is Major John Spencer, Executive Director on Urban Warfare Institute and author of a brand new book, 20 Times I Almost Died, which is your memoir. Major, great to see you. No better person to talk to about our stockpiles. Are our weapons manufacturers stopping us from continuing the war in Iran?
So I wouldn't say that, Brian. I mean, the numbers are classified. So if somebody's running a number, they're either leaking classified information, which I don't appreciate as a veteran, or they're just making up their own analysis. But clearly there's an issue with the stockpile, but that wasn't brought on by this administration. That's many administrations making faulty assumptions about war that get tested. And the industrial base was left to have minimum capability, not at the pace of war. One plant that puts together a Patriot missile. One plant that creates artillery rounds like we learned with Ukraine. And the current administration had already started to address those and started to massively fund a revitalization of the military-industrial complex. And that's what's happening in real time. Even if it was true and if I believed it, although there is no number, the wrong message to send to Iran or any enemy is, you've figured us out. You attack our bases, you attack really our allies, and we'll stop because we're a shortage possibly of these munitions. No, the solution is to finish the job, finish the objectives, to send the right message to all enemies of the United States and fix the military-industrial base problem.
How long are we going to let Russia rearm our enemy, Iran? How long are we going to let China give them dual-use weapons and material? We know this is happening. What could we do?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things. I mean, that's why I'm personally think the strategy of right now, the economic fury that no country's ever seen, to include on those that would try to support and fly in those Chinese, Russian-based equipment, then they'll face heavy consequences. So we shouldn't let it go on at all. But it's a deep path of just kicking this can down the road that's being addressed right now. The strategy is working. I believe that we could finish the job militarily easily, but the repercussions for those other countries, our enemies, and sending the right message is as important as finishing the job, which I believe needs to be done in Iran.
I want to talk about Hamas. You're one of the few people I know went into Gaza, height of the war, to see for yourself that this was not genocide. You don't drop flyers on people you want to kill. You don't text them to get out of certain places that you're going to bomb if you're trying to kill them. It was not genocide. However, as we look to implement the multi-point plan, Hamas says give up leadership. They say they have. Give up their arms. They say they will. Do you believe them?
I don't believe a terrorist as far as I can throw them. I believe on what I've seen on the ground. And I just got back a few weeks ago from my 7th trip deep into Gaza. I mean, the scale of the job that needs to be done. But President Trump's 20-point peace plan did bring the hostages home, did bring the ability to bring in humanitarian aid to those that Hamas was trying to keep it from. And I do believe that the Peace Board has done amazing things. There's a new government, the NCAG. There is tunnels being filled, but it's the sheer scale of it. I actually believe that the current strategy, the vision of the Peace Board, will eventually work. Of course, there's going to be the rhetoric of the Hamas leaders alive today, but they're gone. Israel's national security can never be threatened again. And this plan to bring stability for the people of Gaza will work eventually. And that's what I'm seeing on the ground.
20 Times I Almost Died is your memoir. What do you want people to take away from this after reading it? What do you hope they take away?
Well, I hope they laugh at some of my trials and tribulations. I truly believe that stress reveals character, and I had over 20 times, whether fortunate or unfortunate, to show my character, but also to develop it. So I want them to take away from it. You have to develop character in young people and even in yourselves by doing hard things. I have a unique job of going into war zones and things like that, or even telling the truth where my character gets tested. So the ultimate lesson is, build character, lead your life by a code of values, and you can put that to the test.
Yeah, it's a great book. I've gotten through half of it. I just got it yesterday, but it's excellent. Thanks for all your service and what you've done and then relaying that message. Major John Spencer, thanks so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Meanwhile,